we watched Mission Impossible from last year. Finally saw that.
Fire movie, bro. You didn't like it?
Bro, okay.
Oh.
Don't hate me right now, but I got to be straight with you, bro.
Come on, bro.
Both of us sat there and went, and we watched it on my TV at home with the whole experience. I'm be real, bro.
Come on, bro.
I can be honest. That was one weak ass fucking movie.
Oh my God, bro.
Not only did they do a terrible job narratively, but as much as I love Henry Cavill, it's a good thing he's as pretty as he is, because that motherfucker can't act his way out of a wet paper fucking bag.
Bro.
Shit was hurting my soul.
Bro, I'm gonna have to back you up, bro, because you're gonna have to back up that fun buster, bro.
Dude, that movie was not good.
That movie
was not good.
That movie was fire.
That was not good.
That movie was fire. Henry Cavill in that movie was fire. That was probably my favorite Henry Cavill I have seen in anything he's ever done.
He was really good
ever.
Until he had to talk.
I didn't even mind that. His range is minimal, but he was in his zone, bro. I actually don't agree with you at all on this one.
That's fine.
I had a fucking blast watching that movie.
I almost fell asleep twice. I'm dead fucking serious. I almost fell asleep twice, and I had that shit cranked. There was so much downtime in that movie that has no payoff that it fucking depressed me.
Bro, there are so many amazing fucking scenes in that movie. It's insane.
I'm not saying the whole thing was bad, but when I chose it was because we had just watched that shit movie, and we're like, we can't go wrong with Mission Impossible. Turned on and we both
She didn't like that either?
She loves action movies. So she looked at me, she said, "You just chose the second bad movie." I said, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." We were waiting for that shit to end. That movie was just not it.
Oh, bro.
It's not it.
Bro.
It's mediocre.
Bro.
It's mediocre.
I left that movie tingling.
Wow.
Really? I left that movie tingling, bro.
Really?
I fucking loved it, bro.
God. What was so good about it?
It was smart. It was action. I don't know how.
Smart?
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Smart?
Yes. There were some scenes in there that I didn't see coming. There were.
If you didn't figure out that Henry Cavill was the fucking bad guy the whole time,
I figured that out. But there were scenes in which how it got there, I didn't see happening.
How many times can we use the mask thing?
Tom Cruise did what Tom Cruise does.
Played Tom Cruise.
There were so many great fight scenes in that. The bathroom scene was incredible.
The bathroom scene was pretty good.
The brute force of Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
The whole helicopter scene at the end, I thought that was fire. It felt brutal. It felt like a mix between James Bond and Mission Impossible. When Mission Impossible was like Mission Impossible 4 and shit, when it was like, I mean, they're all over the top, but when it was more cartoony.
So he said in chat, I had the same thought. It was like watching Roman Reigns in fucking WWE, where Roman like does like the cocks his own fist to the Superman punch. It's like Henry Cavill getting his ass kicked by some like 5'2" Asian guy, and he gets angry, so he takes his jacket off and he goes,
yeah,
he cocks his fucking hands.
Fist,
I'm like, oh, come on. And then he still gets his ass kicked afterwards.
Yeah, but it was fucking fire, bro. It's like, if he's got so much muscle, man, he's like, he
has so much muscle, the Asian guy went over and went, time! Just fucking punched him in the throat, and it was game over.
Dude.
It was, it wasn't like terrible, but it was just like, I watched it, it was just, it felt like, I just felt like I was watching like a standard fucking action movie that didn't have any hooks for me at all. I thought that they told the story.
Did you even
really
watch all the
terribly.
Mission Impossibles?
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I think the one before this one I hadn't seen.
Yeah.
See, but otherwise I had seen.
Yeah.
I
don't think you're as emotionally invested in Mission Impossible as like.
How emotionally invested can one person be in Mission Impossible?
Well, considering how much money they fucking make and how much better these movies are getting every single time. I'm going to say a lot of people.
I still think the first one's the best Mission Impossible.
No, nah, bro. It's a hard nope.
You know what the first one needed?
It's a hard nope. You fucking asshole.
Needed more Henry Cavill fist cocking.
Nah. Hey, I'll take more Henry Cavill fist cocking any day. Yeah, no. I you know what? We're just gonna have to agree to disagree on this because I'm looking forward to the next Mission Impossible.
So am I. I hope it's better than this one.
They're popcorn fun, IMAX, good times, good music, good spy type shit. Hearing the mission, seeing how they get there. So many cool scenes. The whole the part where they're in the truck and they ram the truck into the river or whatever, into the ravine or whatever it was there, and then you could see the water come in and how they pulled that whole thing off. I just thought it was smart. The movie was smart and engaging. It was Tom Cruise doing Tom Cruise. You had Henry Cavill being the brute, and you had Tom Cruise kind of being the brains, and you were watching them kind of go at each other, and it just felt raw. Like I just liked it, man. I liked it. It was a more raw. That's the best way to put it. It was like a little bit of John Wick with a little bit of James Bond and a whole lot of Mission Impossible fused into something that was great popcorn fun. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved the last like 2 or 3 Mission Impossibles, all the way from Ghost Protocol all the way to where they're at right now.
I eagerly await the next one, where they try to hide Tom Cruise's age even more.
97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, I'm in the minority. On this one.
97.
I'm in the minority on this one.
Oh, you're in the
hard minority on this one.
Even audiences gave it an 88%. Critics gave a Mission Impossible movie 97%.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
Movie's
Real
fire.
impressive.
Movie's fire.
You know what?
Movie's fire.
87% of that.
I'm just gonna say it.
87% is Henry Cavill fist cocking.
I'm gonna say it. Mission Impossible Fallout might be my favorite Mission Impossible of all time. And then I'm probably going Mission Impossible 3. And then I'm probably going Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. That's where I'm at for my top 3.
I like the first 2. And 3 is pretty good.
You know, you're old school though. You're such an old soul. Like you're so you're
yes.
like,
nothing says old soul like Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
We're really reaching far back into the canons of pop culture for Mission Impossible.
No, but I mean no, but I mean that like you're like a nostalgic type viewer. I
get what you mean.
Yeah, like when you experience something for the first time and you've had a good experience, you have a hard time allowing yourself to get to that same level or you're constantly
so for me, like, even though the acting in all of the Mission Impossibles are never all that great, obviously. I don't think they're ever all like immaculate. This one the acting in this one stood out to me, especially, and like Tom Cruise is I can't harp Tom Cruise because he always does well, but the people around him, not all of them, but a good portion of them, specifically the guy, the black guy who plays. What's his character in the movie? His name
a Green
again?
Mile dude.
No, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Well, the one that looks like Green
him.
Mile
He
dude.
looks like Michael Clark Duncan, but he's not Michael Clark Duncan.
I always get those guys mixed up.
Yeah, they do look a lot like Luther is the guy's name. Okay, yeah, bad fucking dog shit.
Yeah, he's
Bottom
not. But
of the barrel.
he's not the
the comedian dude that they also have next to him that plays what's his face.
The dude from Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, is like in the movie is a little bit.
He's hit or
there.
miss, but it's like he's like that British type.
Well, he's the comedic relief in the movie.
In almost every movie he's in. Yeah,
but.
Except for The Boys. He's in The Boys. He plays a dad, and he plays more of
like
a dramatic
serious role?
Yeah, which is a bit weird, but
yeah,
it's fine.
I'd be interested to see what he does with
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg. But and some of it's the writing, obviously. Like that is his role in the movie is to do that. but like none of that shit landed with me at all. Like, you could have made him not comedic relief, and I would have been like, nothing would have changed for me in the movie.
Yeah.
And then for me, like, I get where you're coming from, and where like where you're talking about being like smart in terms of how they like played things out, but I literally step for step 20, 30 minutes ahead every time. I already knew every fucking point in that movie.
Adam, guys.
And so it was me sitting there watching. I already knew it was going to happen. It was like watching a movie for the third time, and I was like, all right, well,
you guys hearing this?
Henry Cavill's the bad guy,
you
and
guys
they're
hear-
going to use the mask ploy like 3 fucking times. And
right.
it's just like...
If y'all do this, if y'all go back to every single podcast, Adam always knows everything that happens in movies. He's got it all figured out.
Well, let's be honest. How many movies are not kind of predictable? But this one has
Do you
an
ever
action
just
movie.
like sit down and let yourself enjoy a fucking
I'm
movie
a bitter
without
asshole.
without fucking putting it through a goddamn microscope and trying to figure out every goddamn thing
Well,
before
when
it
the
even happens?
movie's moving at fucking 2 kilometers an hour, I have a lot of time to think.
Holy fuck!
I've never seen an action movie move so slow in my life.
Oh.
It's like it was like that movie's pacing was so shit. Like, it was like all this downtime, and then there'd be like action that was like, you know, hit or miss for me. The bathroom scene was pretty good. The helicopter scene was pretty good. And then literally every other scene was mediocre at best.
Okay.
Those 2 scenes, great. And then like the cinematography for the truck in the water, I agree. But mediocre describes every other action sequence of that movie. And if anyone could call it anything other than mediocre, then I would question if you've watched any good action movies in a long time.
Well, I'm looking at a 97% rating on Rotten Tomatoes,
That's fine.
the highest rated in the entire.
We
franchise.
also chew out Rotten Tomatoes all the time for calling things wrong.
I understand. Okay, 88% for audience as well.
I'm happy that they're happy.
I'm gonna be real with you. The action in this movie in Ghost Protocol, straight up better than the action in John Wick 3. I'm just gonna say it. It's not only was it pieced together better, it wasn't as forced. It looked more realistic
Than John Wick?
Yeah, although I love John Wick, the third John Wick movie in terms of action, it looked like choreography. It looked like a choreography dance, and they didn't even hit all the steps.
I agree. John Wick 3 was the weakest of the 3 John Wick movies in that regard. Yeah. And I think that's because of who they brought into the movie alongside of Keanu.
I'm with you.
And they also got trapped in the one-upsmanship of the previous 2 movies.
That is true as well.
Yeah.
I found it to be a tastefully done, action-packed thriller with the spying, all that fun stuff. It was, in my opinion,
how much spying really happened in that movie?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it spying, but it was more of I guess what spies do. I don't want to call it like problem solving, but more like getting to the bottom of whatever thing that they were trying to get to the bottom of. It wasn't more like,
Detective work.
It wasn't like, you know what I mean.
I know what you
mean. You know what the fuck I mean,
I
bruh. Fucking breaking my balls. Listen,
I didn't hate it. I was I just expected more because I heard so much good stuff about it. Is that when we
maybe your expectations were high.
When we picked it, and we were both like, well, we can't go wrong with Mission Impossible because she loves action movies and I do too. We watched it, and both of us came to the same conclusion. We were like, but maybe the next one, maybe the next one catches me. Maybe the next one. Pretty soon.
I'm ready.
Soon, Tom Cruise is gonna need.
He's going to space.
Wheelchair.
He's going to space. It's going to
How
happen.
old is Tom Cruise at this point? 50 something.
Probably like 56. Probably on his later 50s now.
His neck is starting to talk to me whenever he moves his mouth in movies.
It is
starting to get a little.
It is a little bit.
A little bit. Because I think in between movies he's putting on a little weight.
Yeah.
That doesn't just go away anymore.
No.
Not when you're pushing 60.
No.
You got to be, he's got to start talking to Sly.
But you know what?
Get him on that HGH.
Hey, but definitely does. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that either. I would like to see a Tom Cruise movie.
He's getting into the James Bond of old territory where he's in like the older category.
And it's cool now to make movies of action stars that are getting older and grizzled and are starting to like question, are they still able to do this? Or do they still have it in them?
Sylvester Stallone still get out there and lift up a truck?
When they're running now, there's a bit of a limp to it, and they're making jokes about old age and how their fucking hips are sore and shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hey, I'm okay with that too.